let's see what all they do have. So I'm not talking out my here. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sunshine and this is Everyday Sunshine. And today we are looking at a brand that is getting a lot of buzz recently. It is called Sweed Beauty. I think Sweed gained popularity when their mascara went viral, but they do have a lot more products than just the mascara. They have a foundation, they have blushes, they have lipsticks, they have lip liners, eyeliners, eye koals, brow products. They have a lot to offer. I got a few of the products. I got the foundation. I am always interested in trying out any brand's complexion products. That's kind of my #1 area of interest as I get older. I've seen a lot of rave reviews about this, especially for mature skin, so I wanted to give it a try. See, is it mature skin friendly? Picked up one shade of the blush. It's like a cream blush that sets to a powder, and it sets to a powder pretty quickly. And then I also got the mascara. I'm going to show you how these things apply and give you my thoughts. Now, the foundation, I do have it on right now. This is not my first time trying this product. By the way, I have the shade 3. They have 15 shades in the range. Not a great range. It looks to be evenly spread out amongst depths. Now, what are the claims on this? A light fluid formula for a flawless glass skin effect that lasts all day. A hybrid between skincare and foundation. A silky, elastic texture that feels comfortable and looks like a second skin. It says it will give you a rested looking, even complexion with a silky, luminous glow. Medium coverage and buildable. I do agree with the claims that this is medium coverage, like I would say light to medium. I don't feel like you get a ton of coverage from it, but it's also not nothing. It's not like just a skin tint. It does feel like a foundation despite the packaging looking more like a skin tint. As for the luminous or the glass skin effect, I don't think it's super glowy. I do have it set with powder. I do like to set my face the older I get. I just feel like it makes my skin look much smoother. And, finding a good powder is important. And I have some really good powders that aren't dry. So I do agree with the claims of the foundation, and the times that I have worn it, it has been very long wearing. I've applied it with a brush, I've applied it with my fingers, and I've applied it with a sponge. My favorite application method for this foundation is with a sponge. I do not like the way that this applies with the fingers. It's kind of hard to find a foundation that applies well with the fingers. Skin tints, yes, you just slap them on. I love products like that you can apply with the fingers. This, when I applied it with the fingers, it gave me the polka dot pores. It did not seem to smooth over the skin between your nose and your face. That's kind of an awkward spot, right? A lot of foundations struggle there, and this one did when I used a brush or my fingers. However, with the sponge, it applies flawlessly. It really does look beautiful on the skin. I do want to mention that when I put this on, it immediately settles in my smile line. I'm looking in my 10 times magnifying mirror. Now, that's why it's another reason why I like to set my face with powder to kind of prevent that settling from happening. It's rare for me to find a foundation that doesn't do that lately. These lines, these smile lines to me are something new in just the past few months. It's not something that I'm used to contending with, so that's a new thing for me, but it's good because I can see what foundations settle there and which ones don't. You can maybe see right here how it's kind of settled in. Like I have a tiny line here and then I have one here. It's kind of settling in that, but the rest of the complexion looks great. The shade match is perfect. I couldn't be happier with the shade. So if you are similar to me in any of my foundations that I've mentioned, I do believe that 03 would be a good shade for you. I am happy with this. Now, I have been very happy with the foundation. It is $48. It's a pricey foundation, especially for a brand that you can't try out in person, at least to my knowledge. I don't know of anywhere where you can try this out in person. Swatch it, see if you like the feel, the texture. The bottle is just a little dropper type thing. I do love the packaging. The packaging of all of these products is super cute. Here's the foundation. It's next to the blush. I kind of have to, overlook the fact that it's next to a blush swatch. It's a very thin texture. It does feel moisturizing. It feels very skin caring. It does not at all feel dry or cakey. However, it's not quite as glowy as I expected it to be. I kind of thought, you know, glass skin, it was going to be very dewy looking, and it's not. To me, it's a satin finish. It's not, definitely not matte, but it's not dewy. I would say satin, like in between, like a natural skin finish. So it's very pretty on the skin. It's very thin, very light. After I learned that it looks best on me with a sponge, I've been very happy with it. The first few times that I wore it, I was pretty disappointed. I used my fingers. I like to try to apply foundations in several different ways just to see what might work. I assumed that the texture of this would be like a skin tint and it would go on best with fingers. That was not the case for me. It might be for somebody else, but for me, my skin is pretty normal. I wouldn't say that I have dry skin. I don't have oily skin. I've had oily skin my whole life up until now. Now I am 51 years old and I am in a chemically induced menopausal state with breast cancer medications that I'm taking. It's a pretty harsh and sudden menopausal state for me, so my skin has changed. It's still not dry because I take very, very good care of my skin. So I don't have any dry flakes to speak of or dry patches or anything like that. I would say my skin is pretty normal and balanced. It's not oily, it's not dry. And this sits really, really beautifully on my skin. Moving on to the blush. Now, this is a very interesting blush. It does say that it's a cream blush, but to me, it feels like a powder. It feels like a very finely milled, creamy powder. To me, when you touch it, like when I put my finger in the pan, it does not feel like a cream. It feels like a powder, but it goes on like a cream. And what I mean by that is it's a pretty intense color. And so when you first put it on your face, you're like, oh, you can even see me in the demo. I'm just a little bit afraid by it. Put a little bit more on just so you can see. So it it doesn't really apply like a cream, but it also doesn't apply like a powder. It is very, very blendable, very difficult to mess up. Even an intense color such as this, as you can see on my cheeks, it's not too much. And I'm not the lightest person in the world, but my skin is pretty light and it's not too much. It's just like reddened coral, maybe. It's got some pink in it, but it doesn't pull pink on the cheeks, which I like. It's not a berry. It's like on me, like a sunburn shade. It reminds me of the Westman Atelier blush in Bichette. And I love those type of tones as long as they blend out well. And this one did. So this to me is a real winner. The formula is unique. I don't have anything like it. The shade selection is really unique too. And I think that this is a beautiful color. I am very, very impressed with the blush. And the last thing that I have from Sweed Beauty, the thing that made everybody take notice of this brand is the mascara. This is the Cloud Mascara. This is what made Sweed Beauty go viral. And is it for good reason? Now, I am very, very, very particular about mascaras, and I have got several that I am working on right now. I have mentioned before in my videos that the Tower 28 Make Waves for me and my lashes, what it does for my lashes has been my holy grail for years. So how does this compare? This is a very, very impressive mascara. I usually, especially when you first use a mascara, it's very hard to impress me on first use with a mascara. The Tower 28 mascara first use really impressed me. I was blown away by that one from the first time that I used it. You've all seen a wand like this before. This wand does a fantastic job of getting right in there at the base of your lashes and lifting them up. So I have to say that this mascara on first use blew me away. So impressed by this. I have it on now. This is just one coat and I have horrible lashes. I have lamented my lashes in several of my videos. I don't want to be repetitive, but you probably haven't seen those before because I'm brand new here. My lashes are short. They are stumpy. They don't curl. In fact, if I curl them with a lash curler, they look even shorter. They're not great lashes. Most mascaras just weigh them down and you can't see them. It's like I put on mascara and you can't see any. Not with this and not with the Tower 28. Absolutely, wholeheartedly recommend and think that this mascara is worth a look. If you have difficult lashes, even if you have great lashes, if you have eyelashes, if you have any eyelashes at all, I would strongly recommend taking a look at the Sweed mascara. I think it is fantastic. It gives you both length and volume. It holds my lashes up. It does not flake or smudge. It has been fantastic. I am very, very, very impressed by this mascara. It makes me want to look at the rest of Sweed Beauty. I had to try the mascara because everybody was raving about it. Try the foundation because same, everybody was kind of raving about it. The blush was just kind of like, oh, I'll pick it up just to kind of see what it's like. And I love this blush. The packaging, oh my goodness, look at the packaging. It is so incredibly cute. The colors of their packaging, I love it. Final thoughts. Is this the best foundation for mature skin? No, it's not the best, but it's very good. If you're looking for something that's light to medium coverage, and they have a shade that matches you, and you like kind of a natural finish, and you want something that wears really well, I would suggest taking a look at the foundation. I guess what I'm trying to say, it doesn't stand out as exceptional. Like there's not something about it that I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so different than anything that I've ever tried. And there are a couple of foundations that I'm trying that I did get that feeling from. That's why I'm not super, super, super like over the moon doing backflips over this foundation, but I do like it. I don't have anything really bad to say about it, except I didn't like the way that it applied with my fingers or a brush, but with a sponge, no issue. Blush, super unique. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend. If there's a shade that you're interested in, I don't think that you will be disappointed in this. And they wear really well. And the mascara. This is so good. I've gushed long enough, haven't I? This mascara is an absolute hit, smash, knocked it out of the park. Love. Highly recommend. These products kind of make me want to look more into Sweed Beauty and see what else they have. I did take a look at their eyeliners. They look really pretty. They have like lip crayons. They look nice. I'm not really a lipstick person. I'm more of a lip gloss person. The mascara is $30. It's less than the Sarah Creel mascara. I do prefer this one. I feel like it does more for my lashes. I like the Sarah Creel too a lot, but this one is just top tier. I mean, is it better than my Tower 28? I might do a side-by-side someday and see because it's hard for me to tell right now. Anyway, that wraps up this video. I am very impressed with Sweed Beauty so far. The products that I picked up have performed beautifully. I'm curious, have you tried anything from Sweed Beauty? Is there anything you want to try from Sweed Beauty? I hope that this helps somebody. If you're interested in the brand and thinking about picking something up, I would definitely recommend the mascara. I mean, I don't think you'd be disappointed in that mascara. Thanks for watching. Please give it a like and subscribe. I would love to have you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Older, the complexion is the hardest. Complexion products are the hardest to get. Complexion products are the hardest to get. And it's a cream blood. After I learned that it looks best, when after it feels like a very finely milled. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sunshine and this is, I need to put my mic on. I'm